Well, hello friends. I bet you wonder what I've been doing with my day today. Weeding. Weeding and cleaning. That's the main thing I've been doing. I wanted to collect some of the seeds off of the daylilies and off of the cosmos, but they still seem a little damp even though it's in the evening. I've had like not a very warm day here today. I forgot what the high is, but it is 71 degrees right now and it feels like 70. So isn't this the wonderful time to work, right? Well, friends, you saw I just got rid of one of my volunteer sunflowers. And we're gonna have a talk about my volunteer plants. We'll talk about that at the end. But anyway, friends, I'm so happy that you're here today. And we have some questions to answer, at least one. We have two friends that want to take a look at the corn. And also, we're going to take a look at the amaryllis. Before we get started, though, I just want to tell you one thing. Today, I am participating in two open collaborations. The first one is Garden Tour Saturday, and it is hosted by our very good friend, Grandma Sandy. And she has three co-hosts. She has me, and she has Susie and Lisa. Well, let's talk about channels. She has Soul Folk Susie down here at the bottom, and she also has Growing on Vancouver Island right down there. Yeah. The second open collaboration is hashtag Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories. And it is hosted by our very good friend Jenita. And how do you participate in hers? It's just what it says. Let's share our plant success or disaster stories. Yeah. So friends, before we go any further, let's look at both of the host channels. In case I forget, at the end, I'm going to put all channels mentioned in the description box. Well, friends, you saw my disaster. Yeah, my sunflowers are all volunteer. And we'll take a closer look. Some of them are very, very delicate, I guess I could say. The only two that I had that looked really healthy, the parrots came and ate them. And yeah. So I am stuck with willowy, leggy, I guess you could say, even though they're blooming, they are falling, they're bending. So friends, enough talk about that. Let's get this tour on the road. Come on, friends. Let's take a look at my garden. Come on, let's get through this. Well, here's my sunflowers. I have one. I don't know if this is two because we are bending. Here's number 3 is laying down already. Here's one that's bending. There's another one that I need to dig up. And here's one that's coming. All of these are volunteer, but look how willowy they are. Not even thicker than my finger, and usually sunflowers are. Well, friends, that's my disaster story today. Right off the bat, we're talking about it. I am not, well, I'm pretty sure. Well, I keep saying we're going to talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it at the end. Let's look at the corn. Here's the corn, my friends. You can tell some of it is very tall. Some of it is not. And you probably wonder what happened. My corn got off to a slow start. And as soon as it got up, the gophers ate it. And so we replanted in the spots that were empty. So, yeah, we had to replant twice, which is the reason why you see some that are this tall and then some that are this tall. You can see the difference in the size. And plus, this bed here gets a lot more sun. This bed has not had very good luck at all. These are the first that are not that tall, but you know, they're a little narrow, the stalks are. But we have like 1, 2, 3 that weren't eaten. And then we have the second ones that were planted. And this bed has had a hard time. Sorry, we're getting around here. This is the second planting. Look in there, that's third. See that one right there? That's third. We're back to second again. Here's another third. And we're missing the ones that was there. So Quiet just put some seeds there to dry out. And all the rest of the way down, it's the second planting. And yeah, we've got lots of missing spaces because the third planting hasn't come up or it has been eaten. But we have one more little thing to look at. These are Quiet's new tomatoes because the other ones, like I said, we're going to talk about that later on in the video. And this is corn. This was like during the third planting. He got another tomato and put it in. And this is third planting. But I want you to see something amazing. That's tomato. These are our shmolias that's eaten like everything, but these are a good distraction. That's the reason why I don't pull them up. The butterflies can work on these all they want because when the weather gets cool, they will look better. I'll just pull off the old leaves and the bugs will be gone. Look at those marigolds. Aren't those beautiful? Now this is the corn I think that's in question. Because the question is, why is it in a pot? Quiet likes to tease me. When I first saw this coming up, I thought it was one of these little babies. I really did. You see how this kind of curls? I thought it was a bird of paradise. But now that it's bigger, you know, I can kind of tell. It didn't take but a couple of days for me to realize this is not a bird of paradise. So I think I'm getting better at identifying things. A lot of my flowers aren't too happy. Yeah, they want some sun, they want some warmth. But hey, we're gonna have to go, we're gonna have to find a vacation place for my plants to get warm. The gladiolas that have not bloomed yet. Some of them flowered early in the season, and these are just, I guess they're waiting. I don't know for what. Here's a cute little aloe. I don't know what the name of this little guy is, but isn't he cute? Just as cute as can be. Then I've got another one over here going to seed. We're going to be watching these. Isn't that cute? And weeds in the pot. Here we go. We got the weeds. And now we can look at our cute little plant. Yeah. And I thought these were supposed to be yellow, but they're not. Well, maybe they were supposed to be multicolored. I'll have to check that package and see. We do not do a lot of looking over here in this corner because things just don't bloom over here. I've got a spider plant. I forgot what the name, silver vase or something. It's the name of that. I don't remember what the name is. But here's my amaryllis. And I'm not, well, I'm happy because I'm waiting for seeds here. I'm just not too sure if I'm going to get them because this feels like paper. I don't think that's seeds. Oh, hold on. Is that a seed? There's somebody that's not too unhappy that it's cold. Very pretty. Love the roses. Learning to love the hydrangeas. Let's take a look at this. You know, this does not look healthy. We're just going to take that off. We'll leave our little baby there. Come on down. Hydrangeas are looking pretty good. I don't know if you guys remember, I have already dug one of these up. This is a calla lily. The water line, the sprinkler line, goes right under here. So, yeah, I've got to dig that guy out again. Yeah, this one had pretty flowers, but I deadheaded it. And I almost forgot to tell you that Quiet got some peppers. And this one is not looking healthy at all. I've watered it. He buried these inside their pots, so we think that the roots should be safe. But why this one doesn't look so healthy, I don't even know. Wow, it's getting a little dark here, and also a little breezy. Friends, I want to thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I want to thank Jenita and Grandma Sandy for hosting. I want to thank Lisa and Susie for co-hosting. And friends, I have a question for you. How do you feel about volunteer plants? You know, I've noticed sometimes I have noticed that there are some shortcuts you can take. Like when I start a tomato or I have a tomato plant, Quiet will buy them early and they'll have like sucker growth on them. So I will take off that little branch, put it in water, and it'll get like roots and you can plant it. But you know, in my area, when I start a plant from seeds, sometimes I'm able to get them to stay alive for 2 whole years. And then when it comes to my sunflowers that are volunteer, they just look so weak. However, the gophers didn't even eat them. But if I put seeds, the gophers eat them. So it's like, I've got to catch 22. So friends, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about volunteer plants in the garden? Put it in the comments and let me know. So I guess that's all I have for today. I want to thank my friends for asking the questions or wanting to just take a better look at the corn and wondering why that piece of corn, why that one corn stalk is in there. Yeah, it's a joke on me, but I think I'm going to have to remove it because it might actually harm my bird of paradise plant. I'll ask Quiet if he's going to be okay with that, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be okay there. So friends, I guess it's time for me to say bye. It's dark out here. Getting dark. I wanted to stay out until the lights came on for you, but I don't think I'm going to make it because I'm getting cold. So it's time for me to say bye, friends. Bye-bye. Bye.